Hello welcome people, what's going on? This is Mezamir TV and we have just beaten VFL Bochum 3-0. Yes, after 2 goals by Lewandowski and 1 goal by Thiago, including a missed penalty by Müller, we have beaten Bochum 3-0 in a game that I'd describe as first half very disappointing, or should I say frustrating, and the second half I'd say much more adventurous. So let's actually talk about the first half first before I want to get into like a few things I want to talk about. So the first half we looked awful, and that has been a pattern recently. It has been a pattern basically since like Pep arrived, that in the second half of the season we always struggle for like the first 5-6 matches until we actually find our form, and once we do find our form we actually play amazing. But the thing is, it's been so long right now and we still haven't found our form. And I don't mind us having a bad game or not, but it's just been going on for too long. Like normally I'd expect us to obviously do much better at this point. I expect us to get much better at this point, but we're not getting better. And the problem I have with that is that we are basically, it doesn't look like we're improving. But then the second half came and it looked like a few certain players were, looking pretty good. I'm talking about Robin mainly here. Kimmy, he looked great again, but he looked great throughout the whole match. So the second half, it seemed like Pep really came through to him when he talked to him, because we came up really late. Like the Bochum players were already on the pitch while we were still inside talking for about another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we came out. So it looked like there was a rant going on in the dressing room. At least that's what I'm assuming, because the way we've played in the second half, yeah, there was definitely a rant going on in the second half. But yeah, Robin, he looked much better. The more like the crowd got on his went against him, the more he just started to play better, and that's just the typical Robin that we expect to see, the typical Robin that we expect to get. And he looked much better. And I thought when Rafinha came on, like him and Rafinha really combined, which just shows that for some reason him and Lam don't really combine anymore. But with Rafinha it really works, so maybe that's the plan for the future, I don't know. But looking at the goals, obviously Lewandowski scored the first goal, which was great work by Lewandowski himself. Obviously winning the ball and having it running down the line and whatnot, passing it to Müller, who then back heels it to Lewandowski, then finishes it calmly. Yeah, that's a very difficult thing to do, like score from that kind of angle, just because you have to get it past the keeper, and obviously with that kind of angle it's really difficult to do, but he did it really well, and congratulations for that goal, because he's been on fire lately. Like literally he's been a one player that has been scoring consistently, whereas we have Müller, Costa, Coleman, Robin, who've been kind of struggling a little bit. So that it's nice to see at least one player consistently play great. Now, looking at the second goal, that was all the work done by Robin, Müller, and then Thiago. Robin obviously he gets the ball, chips it over to Müller, then passes it to Thiago, and Thiago finishes it. He obviously goes crazy like, yeah, I finally scored. Because when Thiago scores, I'm happy, because he normally scores in like the very important matches. Or like either the very first goal in a very crucial match, or the very last goal in a very crucial match. And this time it was just to give us like a better security. So the second goal, it was nice and whatnot. It didn't make me go crazy, but it was nice to see. And the third goal in the last minute was due to Vidal. Essentially Vidal winning the ball back, the ball and bounce off to Robin, and pass it to Lewandowski finishes it. Great finish. But I thought like overall Vidal's attitude in that moment was pretty great. Although he was yeah, when he came on, like right when he came on, he struggled a little bit, but then like when the game went on, he became better and better. Now obviously Lewandowski doing amazing. Lewandowski's on fire right now, and that's why he's getting that's why his agent came out and said no, he's getting a contract extension and everything, so he should be getting that soon. I'm guessing it will be done before the end of March. That's how long I think it takes, because obviously right now, obviously with his form being that good, he'll obviously get a much better contract. So we'll see how that pans out, but that's interesting to note. I thought Bochum, they did really well. I thought that they really used I guess you could say a weakness, which was like really our left side, like switching from the right to the left. They did that like 3 times in the first half, and it worked 3 times in the first half. So I didn't know what was up with that, because Alaba was clearly there. You know, he was doing okay-ish defending, but it's still like we still had a massive gap between the left back position and the left centre back. So that has to be something that will have to be looked at, as well as us closing the man down faster on the right, because they just had time to cross the ball from the right to the left, and we really need to be looking at that. But obviously now we're getting drawn in the DFB Pokal. We have the option of getting Dortmund, of getting Hertha Berlin, and of getting Werder Bremen. Now, personally, I would like to play against Dortmund. I know a lot of people will say final and whatnot, and yesterday I was actually thinking about it. I was saying, yeah, I want them in the final, but then I remembered how last season we lost against them in the semi-final, obviously in the penalty shootout. So that's why I want to kind of get a revenge back. I prefer at home, but wouldn't mind at the Signal Iduna Park. Just because that way we could maybe beat them unlike a really bad penalties the way that they did against us last year. That's the kind of revenge that I want. Do exactly the same thing that they did to us, just worse. That's the kind of revenge that I like to see. And I'm a very revengeful person. So yeah, let's do that. But I wouldn't mind playing Hertha Berlin, but I would like to play that at home, just because I don't want to go to I don't want to go to Berlin yet. I want to wait till the final. You know, I want to wait till the final. But Werder Bremen, I guess they're the one team that I don't really want, because look, I'm not knocking Werder Bremen down, and it would be like a great reunion with obviously Pizarro, but I don't want to. It just seems to me like, and just a kind of match, and I don't want a kind of match. I want like fight. I want there to be fire. I want it to be exciting. And that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm personally hoping for. Signal Iduna Park, you know, against Dortmund. That's what I would hope for. Us play against them. But what do you guys want? Obviously, by the time this video is up, the draw will probably have already been made. So it's just the way it is. But it's just the way these videos get made. But like I said, I'm hoping for Signal Iduna Park. We'll see who we actually get. But tell me what you guys want in the comment section down below. Like I said, by the time this video is made, the draw will have probably already happened. But still, thanks for watching. As always, people, rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace out and have a nice day.